Assalamu alaikum, dear student. Today we will talk another topic that is cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton, it is also called framework of the cell. Framework of the cell. It is derived from two Greek words, that is cyto and skeleton. Cyto means cell and skeleton means framework. Just like a building required a frame for further you can say different compartments can be built, different rooms can be built, different floors can be built. So these things required a strong frame for this building. Similarly, cell have their own frame or framework to maintain its shape, to carry out different metabolic activity for the movement of material inside in the cell, outside from the cell. Also tensile strength is provided are needed to the cell. So all these things they are provided by the cytoskeleton, which are present in all living cell, if they are prokaryotic cell or eukaryotic cell. So there is an organized network of proteinaceous fibers which extend throughout the cytoplasm, which give different function to the cell. So who discovered these important structure, that is cytoskeleton? It was Kolzheff in 1928 who for the first time studied these structure which are called cytoskeleton inside in the living cell. Later on it was Cohen in 1977 who also confirmed the existence of these fine network of proteinaceous fibers inside in the cell, or he also confirmed the idea or the research of what Kolzheff. Then how can we define the cytoskeleton? As I told you, when a cell is observed under the electron microscope, for example prokaryotic or eukaryotic cell, so a vast network of proteinaceous fibers, small fine microscopic fibers can be seen which extend throughout the cytoplasm of the cell. Also this is given in this diagram. You can see there is a vast network of proteinaceous fiber which extend throughout the cytoplasm of the cell. So this vast network of microscopic fibers, they are called cytoskeleton. According to Cohen, the cytoplasm of eukaryotic cell contain a cytoskeleton network of different fibers which are mainly consist of protein, because cytoskeleton they are proteinaceous fibers. These are cytoskeleton, they are proteinaceous microscopic fibers. So according to Cohen, there are three types of these cytoskeleton. One is microtubules, the other is microfilaments, and the third one is intermediate filaments. The analogy or the similarity between these fibers are that they are microscopic. They can only be observed under the microscope, that is electron microscope. The second analogy is that they are protein. They are made up of protein. They are proteinaceous fibers. So these are the analogy between these three different kinds of cytoskeleton or proteinaceous fibers, but they are different from each other. If we consider different characters, that is they are different in their size, they are different in their shape, they are different in their chemical composition and also functions. They perform different kinds of function. So we will discuss these three types of what? Cytoskeleton in detail. First of all, microtubules. Microtubules, they are the largest cytoskeleton fibers. Largest in the sense that they are larger in diameter. If we consider its diameter, so it is about 20 to 25 nanometer in diameter. Compare it with the microfilaments, which are only 3 to 6 or 7 nanometer in diameter. So it means that microtubules, they are larger in size. Larger in size, and they are long and unbranched microscopic fibers or cytoskeleton. They are long, microtubules, they are long, unbranched, cylinder or tubular microscopic fibers. Microscopic fibers. Then the shape, if we consider the shape of the microtubules, so they are cylindrical or tubular. As the name indicates, they are microtubules. Tubules mean they are cylindrical or tubular in shape. Then the chemical composition. Chemical composition suggests, as I told you in the beginning, that these cytoskeleton, they are fibers, all are protein in nature, proteinaceous in nature, but different kinds of protein, they are present. Chemical composition of microtubules suggests that they are consist of what? Tubulin protein. Tubulin protein. They are consist of tubulin protein. That is why these tubulin protein give the tubular shape to these microtubules. These are microtubules, which can be seen in this diagram. As compared to the microfilaments and intermediate filaments, they are larger in size, larger in diameter. The diameter is 20 to 25 nanometer, and they are unbranched. You see that there are no branches of these microtubules, and they are cylindrical, they are tubular. Then what is the function of microtubules? So microtubules, they are mainly involved in the formation of what? That is spindle fibers. Spindle fibers formation is because of what? These microtubules. So it means that microtubules, they are involved in the cell division, that is division of the cell, that is mitosis and meiosis. Also they are involved in the movements, different kinds of movement, that is the movements of locomotory organelles and different floating organism, unicellular organism, plants, animals, etc. So microtubules, they are involved in the movements in the form of what? Cilia, which are hair-like structure, mostly present in paramecium. Another reproductive structure of what? That is bryophytes, plants. Flagella. Flagella is another locomotory organelle present in different kinds of lower vascular plants, non-vascular plants. There are 6 organs, 6 gametes, and also different kinds of bacteria and green algae have these locomotory organelles in them. So it means that cilia and flagella, they are consist of what? Microtubules, which are involved in movement. Also they are involved in the formation of basal bodies. Basal bodies are actually cilia and flagella. Basal cilia and flagella, they are originated from basal bodies. Basal bodies. And also it should be mentioned that microtubules were for the first time observed in the spindle fibers. Spindle fibers for the first time. Then microfilaments, as the name indicates, they are very fine, thin, microscopic proteinaceous fibers, and among the cytoskeleton, they are smaller in size as compared to the microtubules and intermediate filaments. The smaller cytoskeleton, they are microfilaments, as the diameter suggests that these are only 3 to 6 nanometer or maximum 7 nanometer in diameter. If we compare, consider its shape, so they are hair-like or fibers like proteinaceous fibers. Chemical composition, they are consist of actin, myosin, tropomyosin. These are the different kinds of protein which are involved in muscular contraction. They are involved in the muscular contraction or movement. Also, they were for the first time observed in the skeletal muscle cell. They were for the first time observed in the skeletal muscle cell. They are abundantly present in the skeletal muscle cell where they are involved in the muscular contraction. Also, just like the microtubules, microfilaments have its own function. What are the function of microfilaments? They are involved in the cyclosis. Cyclosis is a phenomena that is by which there is active mass movement or streaming movement of cytoplasm of different living cells occurs, by which material can be distributed inside in the cytoplasm of cell. So the phenomena of cyclosis is because of what? Microfilaments which are present in the cell, which can be seen in this diagram by these thin fibers which are attached to the inner surface of the plasma membrane. So in the cyclosis phenomena, that is streaming movement of cytoplasm or active mass movement of what? Cytoplasm, these microfilaments, they are actively involved. Also amoeboid movement, the movement which are exhibited by amoeba, pseudopodial movement or amoeboid movement, is also because of what? These microfilaments. Then we will discuss that what are actin, myosin and tropomyosin. As I told you, they are muscular protein and each protein have its own role. Actin is the most abundant cellular protein in nature. And they are abundantly present in the muscle fibers. Tropomyosin is also a muscular protein involved in muscular contraction, and it wraps around actin protein. It surrounds the actin protein. Tropomyosin is a type of protein which are involved in the muscular contraction, and it wraps around the actin protein. Then the third is myosin protein. Myosin protein is also a protein which is also called molecular motor. That convert chemical energy in the form of ATP to mechanical energy which is required for muscular contraction or for movement. So these are the different kinds of protein involved in the muscular contraction, that is actin, tropomyosin and myosin. And also calcium is responsible for the muscular contraction. This should be remember that in the muscular contraction calcium is responsible. The third type of cytoskeleton is intermediate filaments. As the name indicates that they are intermediate in size between microtubules, which are the largest cytoskeleton, microfilaments which are the smallest cytoskeleton. So in between these two there is intermediate filament which are intermediate in size, that is they are 8 to 12 nanometer in size. If we consider its shape, so the shape suggests that they are rope-like structure which are twisted. These are rope-like structure. Intermediate filaments which can be seen in the green with the help of what? I have drawn it with the help of green marker. So the green fibers, they are intermediate filaments which are intermediate between microtubules and microfilaments, and they are mostly twisted. They are mostly twisted in appearance, just like a rope. Helical. You can also describe it that they are helical or twisted in shape. So intermediate filament, they are twisted or helical in shape. So that is why it provide shape to the, it maintain the shape of the wood, it maintain the shape of the cell, and it also provide tensile strength, mechanical strength, and they protect the cell from various kinds of injuries, and also it give shape to the cell to maintain its life activity, to run its metabolic activity, and also they are protected from different kinds of injuries. Another function of intermediate filament, they are also involved in the integration of cellular compartment inside in the cell. Integration of cellular compartment in the cell, that each organelles, they are in its specific place inside in the cell. So this is because of what intermediate filaments. As I told you, this is the diagram of what? Diagram of different types of what? Cytoskeleton network. This is the plasma membrane, cell membrane, and inside this is the cytoplasm, and inside the cytoplasm, when a living cell is observed under the microscope, if it is plant cell, animal cell, or bacterial cell, or archaea cell, so a fine network of proteinaceous fibers can be observed, which extend throughout the cytoplasm of the cell, which help in the movement of material, which maintain the shape of the cell, and also they help in the distribution of material in the form of vesicles, which are originated from the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi bodies, and these vesicles and material, they are transported throughout the cytoplasm of the cell and away from the cytoplasm of the cell to the exterior environment. So the movement of vesicles and material, they are guided by these cytoskeleton. As I told you, these cytoskeleton, they are of different types, 3 types, that is microfilaments, intermediate filaments, and microtubules. Each of them have its own role, size, shape, and chemical composition. So this is all about the today topic, that is cytoskeleton framework of the cell. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum students. Today we will talk about the important cell organelles, that is centriole. So let's start. What are centrioles? Centrioles, they are the cytoplasmic organelles, cylindrical in shape, consist of microtubules involved in cell division. So let's further talk about the centriole, that is different that is aspects of the centriole. First of all, discovery. Who discovered these important cell organelles? It was Benden and Boveri in 1888 who discovered these centrioles, but actually they gave the name to these cell organelles, that is centrioles. Now, what is the location of these important cell organelles, where they are present? They are mostly present in the animal cells. Remember, centrioles, they are the cytoplasmic organelles which are mostly present in the animal cells. Beside animal cell, they are also present in the lower plants, that is bryophytes and pteridophytes. Also they are present in the microscopic organism, that is bacteria, archaea and other microscopic organism. But it should be remembered that they are absent in the case of what? Higher plants. They are absent in the case of higher plants. Higher plants, they are gymnosperm, that is pines or pinus plants, cone producing plants, and angiosperm, that is flowering plants. So they are totally absent in the case of higher plants, that is angiosperms and gymnosperms. Centrioles, beside the plant cells, they are also absent from the fungal cells. Fungal cell, but in plant cell and fungal cell, although they are absent, but they have different structure for the cell division, because centrioles, they are mainly involved in the cell division. So in the case of higher plants and in fungi, they are absent. So how they exhibited cell division? They exhibited cell division by other such structure, just like centrioles. Now, definition of what centrioles, as I told you, centrioles, they are small, hollow, cylindrical, cytoplasmic organelles that occur in pairs. Centrioles, they are small, hollow, cylindrical structure which always occur in pairs in animal cells, lower plants, microscopic organism, but they are absent from higher plants and fungal cells or fungi. If we talk about their morphology, so morphology suggests that they are cylindrical in shape. Cylindrical in shape. Size suggests that they are 0.3 to 0.5 micrometer long and 0.2 micrometer in diameter. Structure suggests that in cross section, if we cut the centrioles, so it will be consist of what? A cylindrical array are set of what? 9 microtubules. So a centriole body is consist of what? 9 microtubules. What are microtubules? As we have discussed in the previous topic, that the microtubules, they are cytoskeleton, proteinaceous fibers, consist of or composed of tubulin protein. So each centriole, when cut into the cross section, so it will be consist of what? 9 microtubules, and then each of them, that is 9 microtubules, each of them is further consist of 3 smaller microtubules in the form of what? Triplet. So there are 9 microtubules and each of them is consist of 3 smaller microtubule. If we cut the cross section of what? That is centrioles, which are hollow cylindrical structure. So these microtubules can be seen, that is each centriole is consist of 9 microtubule, and each of the microtubule 9, that is each of them is consist of 3 smaller microtubule. So it gives rise to a cartwheel like structure. The cross section of the centriole gave rise, or it look like a cartwheel like structure. That is, these are the cartwheel like structure, cross section of the centriole. These are the 9 microtubule, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the 9 microtubules, and each of them is further consist of what? These 3 smaller microtubules, that is 1, 2, 3. So this one triplet is 1 microtubule, and it means that 1 microtubule is, that is, suppose microtubule 1 is further consist of a triplet of 3 smaller microtubules. Second microtubule is further consist of 3 smaller microtubules, and so on, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if we multiply 9 by 3, so what will be the total number? Total number will be the 27 microtubules. 27 microtubules. But actual number of microtubule of centriole is 9, and each of them is further consist of 3 smaller microtubule. So total number will be 27. 9 multiplied by 3. These 3 indicate the triplet of what? Smaller microtubule. And these microtubules, they are connected with each other by connected protein fibers. Connected protein fibers. So the combination of these 9 microtubule further consists of triplet, that is a group of 3. So it gives rise to a cartwheel like structure. If we cut the centriole in cross section, so cartwheel like structure can be seen. So this is all about the structure of centriole. Now what is the role of what centriole? Centriole, for example, this is a cell, the diagram of the cell showing the cytoplasm, nucleus in them. At the time of cell division, before the cell division, the centriole they occur in pair near to the nucleus. But as the cell division start, so the centriole pair also start division and it duplicate. So one pair migrate to one side of the cell and the other pair migrate to another side of the cell. It means that they are right angle to each other. Right angle to each other. One pair is located at one side of the nucleus, the other is located at another side of the nucleus. So they are right angle to each other. And what is the purpose of the centriole? What is the function of the centriole? Centrioles at the time of cell division produce spindle fibers which are proteinaceous fibers, and these fibers attach to the chromosome at the position of centromere to pull the chromosomes from the equator of the cell towards the pole of the cell at the time of cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. So these spindle fibers, they are also called mitotic apparatus. Centrioles plus spindle fibers, ester fibers, they are collectively called mitotic apparatus. So the basic function of the centriole is produce spindle fibers, and these spindle fibers attach to the chromosome in the nucleus to pull them to the pole of the cell, from the equator of the cell towards the pole of the cell. And hence then cytokinesis occurs, division of cytoplasm occurs, and the parent cell will be divided into 2 daughter cells having the double the number of chromosome. F, the cell division is mitosis, and each cell will receive the half the number of chromosome, n number of chromosome. F, cell division is meiosis. So it means that centrioles play a crucial, important role in the cell division of the cell to continue the cell cycle. Now the question arises that from where centrioles originated. The precursor of centrioles, they are centrosome. The precursor of centrioles, they are centrosome, and centrosomes, they are proteinaceous structure, membranous structure, which are present in all eukaryotic cell. And in all eukaryotic cell, centrosome will be one per cell. Centrosomes will be one per cell. Centrosomes, before centrioles, they are centrosomes. Centrosome then give rise to centrioles, and these are the centrioles which produce spindle fibers, and these are the spindle fibers which then proceed the process of what? Cell division, that is mitosis and meiosis. Centrioles here also act as MTOCs. MTOC mean microtubule organizing center. Microtubules organizing center. So microtubules organizing center, they are centrioles. Why? Because these centrioles, they are involved in the formation of what? Spindle fibers, and these are the spindle fibers which are proteinaceous fiber which will attach to the chromosome at the position of centromere at the time of cell division to distribute, to divide the chromosome equally in the newly forming cell, that is daughter cell F. The cell division is mitosis. I told you that the cell will receive double the number of chromosome. F, it is meiosis, so the cell will receive the half number of chromosome, and hence the cell cycle or cell division will be completed. So you see that centrioles play an important role in the cell division and in the growth and development of what? Organism, that is plants, animals, lower plants and microscopic organism. So this is all about the centrioles. Now let's talk about its function. What are the function, what are the role of what? Centrioles. As I told you, the main function, the basic function of centrioles, that they are involved in the cell division to proceed the cell cycle, or the centrioles, they are involved in the formation of mitotic apparatus. Mitotic apparatus are all those structures, bodies which are involved in the cell division, that is centrioles, spindle fibers, ester fibers, they are called mitotic apparatus. Then another role of the centrioles, that they are involved in the cytokinesis. Cytokinesis is the division of the cytoplasm of the cell, while division of the nuclear membrane is called karyokinesis. First of all, karyokinesis occur, then followed by, that is cytokinesis, that is the division of cytoplasm, and hence the parent cell divided into two daughter cells having the same number as double the number of chromosome or half the number of chromosome, that is mitosis and meiosis respectively. Also in cytokinesis, furrowing or cleavage formation occurs. So this cleavage or furrowing formation, for example, how this occurs? So this cleavage formation or furrowing formation occurs. This is called cleavage or furrowing formation occur. This is called cytokinesis. Cytokinesis, that is the division of cytoplasm, and in this way the cell divided into two daughter cells. The next function of the centrioles, that they are involved in the formation of cilia and flagella from the basal bodies. The basal bodies are those bodies which are present at the base of the cell. And from these basal bodies, certain hair-like structure, hair-like extension originated, which may be cilia or which may be flagella. If they are long, so they will be flagella. In few in number, they will be flagella. If they are small and numerous in number, they will be cilia. So flagella and cilia formation also occurs because of what? Basal body. These are the basal bodies. And in the formation of basal bodies, centrioles play an important role. These are the centrioles which are involved in the formation of basal bodies because they are present at the base of the cell, and from the basal bodies, locomotive organelles or hair-like extension originated, which may be cilia or flagella. Cilia, they are hair-like structure, numerous in number. Flagella, they are also hair-like extension but few in number and long in size. So this is another role of the centriole, that they are involved in the formation of locomotive organelles, that is cilia and flagella from the basal bodies. Also, centrioles provided region for formation of what? Cytoskeleton. This is another important function of the centriole, that centriole provide region for formation of cytoskeleton, which cytoskeleton is synthesized or originated from the centriole, that is the microtubules. Microtubules, because centrioles, they are itself consist of what? Microtubules. They are consist of what? Microtubules. 9 microtubules, they form the body of what? Centrioles. Further consist of 3 smaller microtubules in the form of what? Triplet. Also, centrioles, they are very essential for the survival of what? Organism and cell. Those cells having no centrioles in them, so there will be no formation of what? Cilia or flagella, for example, in the human sperm. In the human sperm, if there is no formation of what? Flagella, so it can't survive for longer period of time, and ultimately the death will cause of such sperms, human sperms or human spermatozoa, due to the lack of centrioles or abnormality in the centrioles. So that is why such centrioles will unable to produce the flagella or the tail of the spermatozoa. So such organism or such cell will not survive for longer period of time, and ultimately they will cause dead, or death will occurs due to the lack of what? These hair-like structure, which is because of what? Centrioles. So this is all about the today topic, that is centrioles. If you conclude the centrioles, so centrioles are cylindrical bodies, proteinaceous bodies, consist of microtubules. They are present mostly in animal cells, lower plants and microorganisms, absent in the higher plants and fungi. They are cylindrical, small in size. In cross section, they are consist of what? A set or array of 9 microtubules, and each of them is further consist of 3 smaller microtubules in the form of triplet. Where they are present near to the nucleus before cell division, but as the cell division starts, so also it duplicates, and one pair migrate to one side of the cell and the other pair migrate to another side of the cell. It means they are right angle to each other, and they are involved in the formation of spindle fiber. These are the spindle fibers which attach with the centromere of the chromosome at the time of cell division to separate the chromosome from the equator of the cell toward the pole of the cell, and hence the cell divided after karyokinesis, that followed by cytokinesis, and then the cell will receive the half the number of chromosome if cell division is meiosis, and the cell will receive the double the number of chromosome if the cell division is mitosis. And in the last we have discussed the function, that is these structure, these cell organelles, they are involved in the cell division, cytokinesis, formation of cilia and flagella from the basal bodies. They provide region for the formation of cytoskeleton, that is microtubules, and also centrioles. They are very essential for the survival of organism and cells. Thank you.